Hi everyone, this is Susan with strokeclass.com. As a physiotherapist working with stroke survivors, I'll often hear people talking about their poor sleep quality, that they're not getting a good night's sleep. So a few tips that I will help, hopefully will help clients a little bit, and hopefully you'll find some of these that might be a little bit helpful, is something that we refer to in the industry as sleep hygiene. So sleep hygiene involves a couple of different things. One of the first things would be trying to limit the amount of light and sound exposure about an hour before you go to bed. So that's limiting screen time, and that could be tablets, TVs, computers, cell phones, just really trying to bring the lighting and the brain stimulation down even about an hour before you start thinking about going to bed. Just letting your brain start to settle out and starting to bring some of the lighting down. Not doing physical activity just before you're thinking about going to bed, because that's really revving the brain up. Physical activity through the day is great because with physical activity, your body produces a chemical called serotonin. And serotonin is a chemical that helps regulate good sleep quality. So that's a good chemical to be producing through the day, but not necessarily just before you're trying to go to sleep. Not eating just before bed is another tip that we've heard around sleep hygiene. Making sure the lighting, you're starting to bring some of the lighting down before you go to bed and all that sound that goes along with it. Trying to go to bed at the same time, trying to have a consistent bedtime and a consistent getting up time is important. So trying to stick to that even on weekends where you may feel like you want to stay up later, sleep in a little bit longer. If you can try to get your brain into a pattern of going to bed at the same time, getting up at the same time, then you might be able to deviate off of that once you establish that pattern with your brain. If you wake up through the night and you can't get back to sleep after about 15 or 20 minutes, it's recommended that if you are able, that you actually get out of bed, go to a different room, do some reading, some writing, something like that, something that doesn't involve a lot of light stimulation, and then try to go back to bed, because the bed should be a place where your brain thinks, okay, this is time to sleep, which is why it's also recommended that you don't necessarily have TVs in the bedroom. So those are some of the tips that I would give some of my clients around sleep quality. There's always pharmacological interventions, which that would definitely be a discussion to have with your family physician. But certainly I would try some of these more conservative measures first before trying to go on to pharmacological or medication to assist with your sleep quality. So hopefully that will help. Going back to the exercise, the exercise videos give you about 45 minutes of exercise, and it's recommended usually about after 20 minutes you can start getting some of that good chemicals produced. So the exercise videos give you a good length of exercise to add into your day. So hopefully those hints will help, and the exercise videos will help as well.
We do a Susan Ealer video, exercise video, at least once a day. It's done on a chair in your home. You don't have to go out.
I mean, I go through, 3 or 4 days of doing the class, and then I'll notice, little incremental improvements. Doesn't change overnight, but it keeps getting better.
Reason for doing this is to get daily exercise, which really I find very, very helpful. So I highly recommend this program to people with strokes.
When rehab ends, where do you turn? And I have an easy answer, and that's Susan Ealer. She takes up where they leave off. And it's absolutely phenomenal what can be gained. Wonderful program.